Hello my friends, Russell Wright from Network Empire and CurationProfits.com. If you're watching this video, you're probably in the Quora course, what we call Quora Empire. And I'm going to talk to you in this video about adding and answering your own questions. Adding and answering your own questions. Now what happened is I was actually working on a real video that has to do with the controversy in the content curation industry. And I uploaded a video to my channel that was actually created by another company. And this video is talking about Maria Popova in New York. She is a content curator who is doing some pretty interesting things in the area of what's called the curations code. It's quite controversial. I actually agree with her quite a bit in a lot of the controversy. So we're going to talk more about that, but it brings up other questions that many of you have written the help desk about. What is my philosophy on video upload? There's a completely different course that I would like to create called the Video Curation Course for Network Empire. That is coming to you by the middle to the end of the summer. It is so powerful that I am actually keeping some of the techniques and methods under my hat because it's fairly explosive. Take all of the video courses that you've ever done, including the Warriors Forum kind of stuff that comes out, all the things from, video syndication, RSS feed, everything that we've done, one feed to rule them all, and put them into one traffic generating, highly converting process, and you've got our video curation course. So this is related because I thought that her article was really amazing, and I actually swiped the video from her website and I wanted to make a comment there. This is related to video curation. Of course, it's not really here as of the time of this video, the publishing of this video. But when I create a video or swipe a video to a WR1, that's my primary branded YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/themezoom, I always give the source. Okay, I'm going to link back to her site, and I'm going to link back to the controversy. I have a little idiosyncrasy that those of you who've taken our Curation Profits course will understand. And that idiosyncrasy is that I like to link to a Google Plus page. Let's just open this in a new link to show you. To my own Google Plus page, and then link to the author that I'm citing. And this allows me to contain both page rank. It allows me to retain the energy of my curation, and in the spirit of what Maria is saying, it also allows me to build my own intellectual property and my own intellectual added value within the curation matrix. And this is advanced stuff, so don't get all wrapped around the axle, but I just want you to know that there is a method to my madness, and we're right in the heart of some of the biggest controversies in the history of the world around digital content archiving, in the history of the internet, let me say at least. So this is really important stuff because it has to do with how humanity will create content in the future and how we will collaborate on a global scale. Anyway, let's get back to work. So we're dealing with Quora, and I wanted to share with you some of the ideas of how you create Quora questions on your own. So I had actually taken a video, I swiped it, I used some pretty crazy stuff, I used some secret video swiping techniques, and I just instantly uploaded it to my channel, and I rechanged the headline, "The Curator's Code Cometh," and although that's a weak headline, I knew where it was going. It was going to my Scoop It page, to my Storify page, and I did create articles on all these. Here's the Universal Curation Code Cometh, which is an article on Scoop It, on Storify, and I'll scooped it and the rest. But I also broke down my citations of this author to individual Google Plus pages so that I get the traffic to my profile and I get the traffic to my Google account. And it also shows activity in a variety of ways. Now this is a great video, so of course I immediately saved it to some of my places on Quora. And when I say places, I'm talking specifically boards. There's several boards you can add any of your new content material to, which I recommend for Quora. And I did so very quickly, and I put them all in my premium content curation method as soon as I made that video, okay? And a lot of this is not covered in the Quora Extractor course. Just want to let you know that Quora is a very powerful location to be able to store and archive some of your own premium content, even if that premium content is citing other authors. Okay, and here it is. Is there a content curation standard coming? Now, when I got to this point, I realized I need to show you guys and gals how to add your own questions. So let me just backtrack one step that I'm already a little bit ahead. And what I did is I was like, okay, I have a great video. And to me, that video is about curation standards or content curation standards. So I typed in content curation. Okay, profitable content curation. Where does content curation start? That might be a great question for me to answer, but I really wanted something with content curation standards. And when I typed it in, there was never a question. So I typed in content curation standards and there were no answers at the time. Now you can see on my screen that there is, I'm sorry, no questions or answers at the time. You can see on my screen now that content curation, will there ever be an industry standard for content curation? That question is already there. You can see it right on the screen on the first drop-down menu. Well, first of all, I added that question. And all you have to do to add a question, when I typed in content curation standards and nothing came up, is I just came down here to add the question, just click the button, and it will actually give you a place to add your own question. I'm going to click it here. It's going to open this box, and you can add it to a topic, and I actually naturally added it to the topic of content curation. Okay, there's only 21 followers to that. Web content curation might have been better. I did not add it to that. I added it to content curation, which is a topic that I created, but I'm going to go back and actually add it to web content curation because there's 1,131 followers. So there's a lot more people that are going to see that, okay? So we'll go ahead and correct my error on doing that. But I just want to show you how you add a content topic. So what I've done is, now that this is not that content curation standards, since I created the question, let's go to the exact question. And I had already started filling out the content, okay? So let me go ahead and remove all that, okay? So what happened is I got to the first thing that you're going to see when you attempt to add your own question is you're going to see ask to answer. This is Quora's way of trying to get other people to engage in the question, okay? Which is pretty important. Let me get my arrow here. So, you're going to have all these people who are qualified apparently to answer these questions by the number of questions they've already answered, and you can see their number of credits. I'm surprised I don't see my own name there. That's all right, because I have way over 500 credits, but that's fine. So ask to answer is usually going to have people who have highly qualified skills and or credits around the topic or theme of which you are following or writing about, okay? So I can add my own answer, and in the process of adding my own answer, I'm actually going to pull the exact standard, or very similar description that I have on my YouTube channel. Okay, I drive so much of my content right now with video folks that I'm sure the reason many of you are contacting me on it is like, well, how do you do that video stuff, and so on and so forth. And so I'll generally take many of the techniques I've used to create citations and even siloing on my video description page, and that's true everywhere. YouTube's no different than any of the other major channels or websites or blogs when it comes to website silo architecture. If you haven't been exposed to that, do check out some of our main Network Empire members area content, and you'll find out more about how that actually works. So I'm really excited to share with you video, but you can see that I always put visit us at, and I have my primary money site as the representation, and then I say the video is related to upcoming curators code found here, and I'm linking directly to the curatorscode.org through my own Google Plus account, so that my Google Plus account retains the page rank and the traffic and the citation for that topic. But I'm also showing the courtesy I need to Maria's site on the Curators Code here. And then I also give even more credit to Maria Popova's website, and I send a link to her personal site, but again, let's right-click that. It's via my Google Plus account. Maria Popova, one interesting curator chick, curated. I put my own brand here, never premium content curation, but I still give brain pickings a nice reference that can be found on the search engines, but also gives me kudos. Now, folks, this is about citing people's information and giving them all the credit that's due, but still retaining all of your technical page rank, traffic, and insight and expert authority retention by not necessarily directly linking to everybody's site directly, but passing through your own social media matrix in order to do so. This is a very advanced technique. This is why I take 17 videos inside curationprofits.com to express how this works and to explain how it works, because most people just haven't got the level of technical experience in SEO, page rank, traffic flow, and social media integration to understand why what I just expressed is important. But once you do, you're going to be an advanced premium content curator. Now, even if you had linked directly to Maria's site directly and not gone through Google Plus, that's fine. Okay, and it's still going to get your video a lot of page rank and a lot of power over time if you've picked a decent headline. Okay, what I do is I just set everything up in my video. It's like a pyramid, right? The video is at the top. The all-seeing eye of video is going to replace everything. As we move to 5HTML, we're going to be literally having individual channels using 5HTML, HTML5 technology. And so I'm trying to prepare you for what's coming, because the Theme Zoom team, the Network Empire team, is about 5 years ahead. We really get where things are going, to a point that it's almost crazy and uncomfortable because we can see so much of the future. So just get ready for where things are going and get involved in video and curation and connect that to all your marketing. So what I did is I just took all of the stuff that I said and I put it on a notepad and just put it here, and that will help me answer my Quora question. Because what we really want is we want this video to have the same citation. The amazing thing about Quora, which is pretty cool, is that, let me just go ahead and show you this here. Let's open another, I'm just going to open a new tab. Okay, let's go to YouTube. It's going to show you something real quick here. I'm going to open a new tab, and it's called Curation Platforms That Pass Page. Okay, you should see one of my videos here. There it is. Content curation platforms that pass PageRank. On this video area.
Aloha everyone, and also Wright from curationprofits.com. I'm going to go ahead and go public with this video.
What I want you to see here is that right here on this video, it was published a couple weeks ago. It's only got 329 views. But right here it says, as seen on web applications on Quora. This is because I posted this video on Quora, and YouTube is actually, Quora is a large enough site with enough traffic being pointed back to YouTube that it's actually showing my video here, because Quora is a part of the YouTube Google social media approved network. That's their social graph. Okay, and because of that, they're giving kudos on that from Quora to YouTube. And since I uploaded this video and then used it as one of what we call eye candy in the Quora Inception course.
Also Wright from curationprofits.com. I'm going to go ahead and go public with this video so that we can invite some other students into the curation process.
As a result of doing that, because I placed it on a decent PageRank site with a powerful purpose and one that Google approves of, otherwise known as Quora, because I did that, it's showing up right here as seen on. And you want that because it means it's been syndicated on a site that has some power and some clout, not only in the eyes of Google, but in the eyes of YouTube as well, which is the same company, but they have some slightly different algorithms that they use to work. And this is very cool stuff, you guys, because it means your likelihood of this video appearing on the natural Google results is very high. Okay, so this is enough of the video stuff, but you can see you got where I'm taking you through all these courses: the G Plus course, the Premium Content Curation course, the Quora Inception course, and all of our technologies. Is we're going to be closing this with YouTube and video curation in the summer, and this is what we're really excited about. So I want, my point for this little side trip down the rabbit hole was that I want all of your videos that you ever create on your YouTube channel to end up having the as seen on Quora little, it's kind of like the as seen on TV, original logo that was out, years ago when, marketers were trying to use TV Guide and the television as a promotional support. In the same way, I want all of your videos on your channel, even if they're borrowed from other people, to be as seen on Quora. It's connecting solutions with problems or questions. Okay, so let's go back to the other video, and what we're going to look at here is, I'm not yet as seen on because I've just literally created this video and created my citations using advanced premium content curation methods. And even if you did, even if you didn't do the Google Plus trick, this is a trick, it's a really advanced curation, that's fine. Even if you had direct links to your site, don't get wrapped around the axle about maybe not being a super advanced curator at this point, or a premium curator. If you do this kind of thing, you're doing so much more than your average person out there that you don't even have to worry about it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this whole thing, I put it on a notepad, And in that notepad, you're essentially going to take the same thing that you have on the YouTube video, and you're going to put it in the question. And as you know, I already created the question. I don't want to spend any of my credits. I've got to pay Mac Bodnik, a Quora member, 400 credits to ask this question. And that's because he's such an authority on it, and that's just not how I'm going to fly here. I'm going to answer my own questions to drive traffic, quality seekers, and social media relationships, and PageRank back to my own site and or YouTube channel. So what you want to do is you're just going to copy this whole thing. And when I say the whole thing, I'm talking about the notepad that contains the information about my YouTube video. And we're going to go ahead and put it here. And it's got the link recent activities around this topic. I did some changes on the Quora thing. I want to be more intelligent on the Quora thing than I am on the YouTube thing, on the YouTube description tag. Recent activities around this topic have been championed by Maria Popova with the launch of Curator's Code. Link, remember that link is your G+ thing. For those of you who want to know more about that strategy, visit our G++ course and our Curation Profits course. Also see Maria's website. Okay, and there's her site. We will be looking deeply at this topic in our large curation community located at, and then I still give my shameless plug to my personal brand. That's okay because I've cited the author, I've given them credit. And you know, it's up to you whether you want to do that or not. There's no law at this time saying you have to cite your author, okay? Here is Maria's recent video. Here's Maria's recent video on this topic. And there's where things get a little bit tricky, is I'm going to grab my YouTube embed code. Okay, it's up in the left-hand corner. I think it's off screen, but that's located up on your browser, you know, up in the browser bar. Hopefully you guys know that's right above up here. All that stuff. Just grab it, and you're going to place that as, that's your close on a Quora thing. Because we want to add the eye candy. The eye candy, and you can see how by adding a video, that Quora immediately turned that into eye candy. That's some really powerful stuff, folks, because as I've told you in other videos, Quora responses and answers that have video and or images embedded automatically through neuroscience, through neuromarketing, by the fact that you have a prettier, just attractive, you know, thing within your question, an item or object within your response, you're going to get more clicks, you're going to get the first clicks, and my experience is you tend to have your question, or your answer, voted up more within a given question. Isn't that powerful? It's just really, really cool stuff. You're going to add this answer. I'm going to say Russell Wright and the network, the Curation Profits team. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead. You can answer or save the draft. Just click Add Answer, and you can always. You can't add more than one answer to a core question, but you can always update later on. They give you the option to Twitter it out, which I always do. I don't put it on Facebook so much. Okay, you can. That depends on your topic. If you're very social on Facebook and there's no line between your business and your personal on Facebook, go ahead and do that. It's a whole different topic. Okay, you can see it's been successfully added to Twitter, and now you've got this nice. Will there ever be an industry standard for content curation? You've both created and answered the question with a video that will probably remain the top answer. Now, if you don't put a video or an image in here, you run the risk of creating a question that has a better answer than the one that you provide, and therefore gets more clicks. Currently, there has been no clicks to this question because you created it. This is what we call true Quora inception. What I did is I created the question, okay, and I added the answer. This is the same thing as what most governments do. Problem, demand, solution. You're creating it, and you're going to want to provide a well thought out answer. And what I really normally do is I just start asking questions around the high quality videos or lectures that I have created. Okay, so that's really what we want to do. And as I catch this, I noticed that I've actually added the wrong video because in all the shuffle here and trying to educate you, I had two videos open, and I ended up content curation platforms that pass PageRank. So I need to go back into that question on Quora, and I need to add the correct. You just click the edit button. Let me show where the edit question button is located. That's going to be right here. Let me see here. It's down at the bottom, edit. It's kind of hard to see, so don't miss that. At any time in the future, you can edit your answer. If your answer changes, you can even change it, okay? So all you got to do is delete that, and go ahead and put Maria's correct video in there. There it is. That's the correct video. Click update answer. Hopefully you can see update on my screen. There it is. And you're ready to roll. Okay, and there you go. And so that's how you create your own answer, and via a question that you have created on Quora.com. And if you then move this to the blog, which will be the next video that I show you, I'm going to take this and I'm going to turn this into a very cool blog post very, very, very quickly. All right? I'll see you on the next video where I show you how to take this question, turn it into a blog post, and drive traffic. All right, see you.